Hi, and welcome to Galloway Lights. It's been about 3 weeks since I've last fed these bees, 2 weeks since I last inspected them. This is one of 10 packages of bees that I got about 6 days ago. I want to see if the sound sounds any better when I take out one of my earpieces and use their volume. See if you hear them any better. I'm going to check these bees out and see how they're doing. I'm hoping that they're bringing the population back up because every other frame I had split them out and gave them empty space down here at the bottom, and so the brood was kind of broke up quite a bit. And I took the brood that I had extra and I brought them up to the top to try and encourage them to fill out this box. But what happened 2 weeks ago is I noticed a lot of the brood that was around here in the bottom were so spread out that they were dried out and left to die. So I left them 2 weeks untouched. Hopefully they have restored back to their normal and filled things up. I'm not sure if I've recovered or not. Let's take a look. And if they really get bad, I'm going to put on my gloves. Right now they look like they're doing pretty good. If you don't block their entrance, they can go in quite easily. If you block their entrance, they kind of build up here in a big crowd. And when you move your hand away, see they all get back in and doing what they're doing. So far they look like they're pretty gentle. We might be able to get away without gloves today. Let's take a look. I like to light my smoker by putting the fire here in the back, right in that hole. Puff it a couple times. I will say that it burns out the back of your smoker a little bit. If you're going to do this, you may limit its life a little bit. I'm going to smoke them down at the entrance. Smoke them up at the little lid here. Crack it just a hair. Smoke them under the top. And that is supposed to get them all excited and thinking there's a fire, and thereby stopping them from bothering me. I don't see a queen on the top. I'm going to start with the outside frame. Supposedly there's less bees on here, so there's less chances of hurting the queen. We'll set the frame aside, and that way we have some more room to work. That frame looked like it had a lot of nectar on it. That's that clear stuff. That nectar is what they are drawing from the flowers. See the clear stuff there? And I just realized my box almost fell off the stand. There's more of the clear stuff that I was talking about. That's all nectar. They dry that out to about 16%, and then it becomes honey. So I guess that would be the flow is on. And people talk about these frames are on an angle. The cells are on an angle. That way that the honey doesn't come out. If you turn them upside down, they could start to run out of the cells. 2022. So it's been with the bees quite a couple of years now, and they're just starting to fill it out. And this is all capped brood. And there's some of the larvae that hasn't been capped yet. Same on this side. And these are frames that I brought up to the top to try and encourage them to go up here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Right in here are eggs. That means the queen is up here. Same on this side. Right in here, lots of eggs. You can see this one, they're starting to draw out. Not too much different than the last time I was there. And each one of these has a queen cell. Excuse me, get out of the way. And it looks empty. Empty queen cells. All I like to do is remove them completely. That way I know I have checked them. Save them for something else. So now we know we have a queen that is laying. So we'll go down in the bottom box and see how they're doing. See if we can get one of these out without killing the queen. I don't see anything on there. What do you see? And on the outside of it is all their nectar. Actually, this should be not sugar water. This should be honey in the process. Let's give it a taste. Let's see what it tastes like. Yeah, that tastes a little bit more like honey. We got lots of brood. That's all this fuzzy looking stuff. And we have a queen cell. Yep, there's a larva in there. So if we wanted, we could try and make another colony. I'm going to mark this with the date. That way I can remember there's a cell in that frame. More brood. And I gotta watch this one in here. I gotta watch that I don't squish that cell. There's a lot of larvae that hasn't been capped yet. And over here we have a queen cup. They say this is supersedure when it's toward the middle of the top. That's empty. And that one's empty. So what they're trying to do is make a new queen. And right here is a drone trying to get out. The reason you say it's a drone is in its eyes. You can see the two eyes are right together. Almost looks like one big eye compared to these other bees. See, they have two distinct bumps on their eyes. See, look at their eyes right there. See, they're two distinct little bumps, whereas this has got like one big bump. So I'm going to cut out these cells, that way I know that I've messed with them before. That is a newer foundation. See, I rubbed the wax on there, but they haven't completely filled it all out. So that's new foundation that they've drawn out. A little bit of brood here and there. Some eggs right in there. Another cell. Looks dry. And guess what else we see? That's the queen. So we go ahead and try and mark her. I like to shake up my marker, get it all mixed up. Never really grabbed a queen before. We'll give it a shot. I'm going to dab it on our frame here. That way we know that we're not going to make a big drip on her head. And give her a little touch on the back here. Let her go back in. I'm going to put her over here so I know she's out of the way. I'm going to check these last 4 frames. That looks like it's empty, and they're filling that with food. Empty foundation, bring it down to the bottom. That way she has places to lay. That's the pollen on this side and food sources, so I'm going to bring that up top, and I'm going to put this frame that had the little bit of eggs right here in the bottom. We'll put this down in here. We'll put this on the outside. That way they can continue filling this frame out with brood, hopefully. This one they haven't done much on, and that's some of their brood. And these are drone cells. We'll put this mostly filled outside over here against this foundation. That way they won't draw that out wonky maybe. And then I'm going to come back for this queen cell. We'll put that in the top. We'll give them this frame that's partially drawn out, that way that she can start laying in here right away. Put this on an angle, hopefully not kill so many bees. I'm going to keep this queen cell at the top here, so if I want it, I can come back and get it. Well, that is number 1 of 9 more to go, I guess. Thank you for watching. See you next time.